Okay, hey everybody, I am back and it's Lorraine Regularly here from Wording Well. And what we are going to talk about today are the three different ways that being an author can help your business. So I actually put together a blog post about this and I'm going to be publishing it later today. It's called Why Becoming an Author Can Help Your Business and How to Become One Easily. Now, I'm also doing this live video because I want to be able to answer your questions in real time. So if you have questions, please put them in the comments. I'll be able to see the comments as they pop up, and at some point I will address your concerns or your questions in this video. Of course, if you're watching the replay later, just leave a comment and I will answer you afterwards. So, what we're going to talk about today is why becoming an author can help your business and how to become one. So, just to let you know who I am, my name is Lorraine Regularly. I do run Wording Well, and it's a word-based business where I offer writing, editing, and author assistance services. So I know how to help people become authors. I'm an author myself, self-published. I have a couple of books up on Amazon, and hopefully this year I'll be adding a couple more. And the thing with becoming an author is that anybody nowadays can become an author. Put a book up on Amazon and sell it. It's super easy. Yes, there's a lot of steps involved, and we're going to talk about that a little later, but it's super easy to do it. And I became an author back in, I think, 2014, 2015, and published my second book in 2017. And I've been helping people publish books ever since. And a lot of people have written books about their business. For example, I just helped a business coach publish Figure It Out. So her name is Kate Miner, and I hope I'm pronouncing her last name properly. So Kate's a business coach, and she talks a lot about resourcefulness and how to tap into your resourcefulness in your process of figuring things out. So that's a really cool book that I helped her with. It's interesting. It was fun to read. It was fun to edit, and I helped her with formatting and getting it up and up on Amazon and KDP and putting it out there. So I was really happy that she sent me an autographed copy so I could add it to my collection. So that was really fantastic. I've also helped a few other people publish books. For example, Max Ivy published Leading You Out of the Darkness into the Light, a blind man's inspirational guide to success. And while it's not a super thick book, it is a very nice book to have as a resource because he shares his 11 steps to his success in it that you can easily follow and replicate. So let's dive in. Why does or how can becoming an author help your business? So the first thing is that it adds credibility. Excuse me, I'm tripping over my words. It adds credibility to you as an expert in your field, whatever field it should happen to be. So, for example, Kate, she's a business coach. She talks about, using resourcefulness and other different things to design your own life. In her book, Figure It Out. And she obviously is using it to capture leads to even more clients on Amazon, which is yet another benefit of becoming an author. And that's actually point 3, but I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay, so it adds credibility to you as an expert in your field. It also adds a little bit of prestige to your life and your business. Gives you some bragging rights. I mean, everybody would like to say, you know, yes, I'm an author, so that's kind of cool too. And it can lead to other opportunities, such as creating more books, having book signings, and even creating courses based on your book's content, which will help your business and you earn more money. So that's a really nice advantage of why becoming an author can help your business, because it will earn you more money. So yes, that's the passive income portion of selling books and ebooks. So that's point number 2. You will earn passive income by becoming an author. And the third point, which is really cool that a lot of people don't know about, if you don't publish a book, you're missing out on a huge market of customers. So we all have heard of Amazon, and we all know that people shop there all the time. Now, a lot of people are on Amazon as readers only, not consumers of other products, not consumers of your digital product even. But if you have a digital product, such as an ebook, you can easily convert these people to customers. How? Well, you know how when you buy something on Amazon, Amazon shows you, oh, people who also bought this item as well. So Amazon will even help promote your book for you. So you can tap into that market as well. And if you publish a digital book, you can use your ebook as a funnel to take your readers from Amazon to your website, to your products, to your services, to whatever other, you know, thing it is that you're selling from your website. And it's really easy to do this because all you have to do is include some links in your ebook. So, for example, you know how Amazon has the look inside feature when you're taking a look at books. It lets you have the preview of, I don't know if it's the first 5% or 10%, or depending on how long your book is. You can, you know, whoever goes to the Amazon and looks around, opens up your ebook, decides to look inside, and immediately sees a little welcome introduction and a freebie offering saying, hey, thanks for, you know, deciding to check out my book. If you visit my website, .com, you can go pick up your free report or your freebie or your free worksheet or whatever, and automatically link to that person. So they don't even technically have to buy your book to see your link. So if it's the right person, you know, you can funnel people that way, and that person will click through your link, go to your website, perhaps even make a purchase. So that's another way that becoming an author can help your business. So how do you become an author? Well, obviously you have to write a book, and ideally you want your book to be helpful to someone else and to not just inform your audience about, you know, who you are and what you do, but you want to help them. You want to help them solve a problem. You want to address one of their pain points in their life. You want to make their lives easier. Essentially, you just want to provide value to that person. Now, ebooks can be any length. That's the cool part about digital books. Print books, however, if you want to turn your ebook into a print book, it has to be at least 24 pages long in order for it to be formatted and Amazon to be able to print it out. Now, the reason for that is because otherwise, now I'm going to show you my very first book. I only have 5 short stories in this book, and you can see how thin it is. In fact, it's so thin you can't even put lettering on the spine because there's just not enough room. Now, the same thing with Max's first book. You can see the 2 books side by side. They're both, well, mine's a little bit thinner than Max's. So you need to have essentially, you know, you need to meet Amazon's guidelines for length. So once you have your ebook written, the next step is to, okay, so how do you write a book? Let's start there. First, you have to decide about what you're going to write about and why. We already know the why. Now you need to know the what problem it is that you're going to solve. So you can have a brainstorming session and organize your ideas. What I like to tell people when I'm advising them on where to start with writing a book, I tell people to list out 10 points that they want to talk about in their book. Basically, essentially, this is just a brainstorming exercise about what you're going to write about. Think of the different topics that you can discuss, and then each of those points will become chapters. It's as simple as that. It's not a complicated thing that you have to do. It's so easy. So once your ideas are organized and you start writing, you get your first draft done. Just write. Who cares about spelling? Who cares about grammar? Nobody at this point. Just write. Then what you're going to do is just leave it alone for a little bit. Let it simmer, in the background. And you're going to approach it with fresh eyes. So you can do that round of editing. That's when you start fixing your typos, fixing your spelling mistakes, making it as perfect as you possibly can have it. Then a really good idea is to send it to your friends and colleagues to read so you can get some feedback on it. A lot of authors have what we call a beta team, beta readers, people who read your book and give you feedback on it. Based on that feedback, you make your revisions and write your next draft. Once you think you have your book polished to perfection, even though you know it's not perfect, that's at the point when you hire an editor. You get it edited by a qualified person. Now, I do offer editing services through Wordingwell, and I've helped many people publish their book. You can check out the testimonials on wordingwell.com. I've got a whole page of them, and the page is getting pretty long now. So yeah, there's a bunch of testimonials there. So once you have it edited and you have your title nailed down, you're going to hire someone to create a cover for you. And you're going to also get your book formatted properly with the front and back matter all added in. So like the front matter is things like the copyright symbol, the year in which it's published, your book's ISBN, few statements and disclaimers, maybe a dedication if you want to dedicate your book to someone, all of those things. The back matter is, the about the author section, your acknowledgement, any kind of references if you have any, suggested further readings for the reader, anything that you want to include. So once you have your book's cover designed and your front and back matter added, then you are going to go to KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing. They're owned by Amazon. It's where you upload your files for your books. You create your account. You have to make sure you fill out all your tax information properly and hook up a bank account because you want to get paid your royalties, right? So do all that. The hooking up of the bank account takes a couple of days because you have to verify. They'll put like a deposit in your account. Then you have to go back and you say, oh yes, this is how much you deposited. Hit the verify button. Simple, easy peasy. So once your account's all hooked up and created, then you upload your files. And that's super easy to do. You just click on new book or new ebook, new paperback, whatever it is that you're creating. And you upload your files, you preview them, you send them, you hit the submit or publish button, and then Amazon within about 12 to 24 hours will send you an email saying, oh, your book is live. And ta-da, you are an author. So in Canada, there's a law that says all authors have to submit their book to legal deposit, and it's actually a law that Canadians have to follow, whether it's a digital book or an ebook. The really cool thing is if it's an ebook, it's super easy to do because you just have to visit their website, fill out their form, and then upload the file there. But if it's a print book, you have to actually snail mail them a copy of your book. And that's at the Library and Archives Canada, which is in Ottawa, Ontario. So I'm going to have all this information in a blog post for you later. I haven't published it yet because I'm still adding a couple of more pictures and images. There's an idea I had today of including a bunch of people I know and their pictures of them with their books and little testimonials about how becoming an author helped their business, just so that you know that what I'm saying is not just something that I'm making up. I want you to hear from actual people themselves. And so I've invited a few people to participate in that blog post by contributing to it. So as soon as I get everything from everybody and add that in, I'm going to hit the publish button, and then I will share it to anybody who has commented or has watched this video or wants to be tagged in the post or has commented on a previous post where they've expressed interest in learning about this sort of stuff. Because becoming an author really is easy if you have help and patience, and sometimes a little bit of assistance from other people. So I've helped a lot of people publish books over the years. As I mentioned, I helped Max publish his first book, but he's got 2 more books out. He's sent them to me. So here's all 3 of Max's books, and I'm actually in the process of helping him put together his 4th book. Sorry, this isn't very good. There, let's see that a little bit better. So books 2 and 3, and this is his one about his weight loss journey. This one here is his first book. It's his 3rd book, but it's his first book in his travel series. So I'm working on his 2nd travel series book now, and we're going to actually update this cover with like a little logo somewhere on it, and with the number 1, and then the 2nd book's going to have number 2 in it. Recently, now, even though this isn't for her business, I helped Lisa North publish a memoir, Ranch Stories from Jackass Road, from her childhood in the desert. I helped Rita Carboon. These are just all my autographed copies of my book here that I'm showing, of books that I've received. Rita Carboon, Signs of His Light is her book, and this is actually a painting that she painted, and we ended up putting it on the book cover because my book cover designer, Ravi Verma, is super talented, and he knows how to do everything. He designed all these covers, by the way. He also did Leslie Tucker's book. This is a picture of Leslie. It's You Deserve to Be Loved by You. It's her book of affirmations, which I really enjoyed editing this because I love affirmations. As everybody knows, I'm always talking about positive affirmations and how they really changed my life for the better. So that was an exciting book. And then I have this huge manual. It's not autographed, but I have to show it to you because this is the biggest book that I have ever worked on. So I've edited it, I formatted it. Someone else created the cover, but I worked with all the different images in the books and, you know, helped Jamie put together this complete manual of shaping paths, how to design and deliver practical training. So this is basically a book about training for trainers who design training for other people using the 5 elements of delivery, which is priming, guiding, practicing, reflecting, and committing, to focus their classroom experience around helping learners master these tools. And it's an excellent reference aid that will help you through the process of designing and delivering practical learning solutions which spark ideas in your time of need, help you get things done, and give you more purpose and confidence in the way you approach your work. So this was a really cool business book that I edited because like I learned so much about designing different course materials and everything from it from Jamie that it's going to help me with my upcoming course as well. So I really love my job. I really love helping people become authors. It's so exciting and fun, and it's educational too, because I mean I get to read all these books. I mean I get paid to read all these books and help make them better. So I just absolutely love doing what I do. And if there's any way that I can help you get started with becoming an author, either for your business or just to satisfy a personal writing goal and achieve your dream of becoming an author, please let me know what it is that you need and how I can help you, because that's what I'm here for. You can reach me obviously through Facebook. You can reach me through my website at wordingwell.com. I have a whole contact page there with all my social media profiles, my email, my phone number, my mailing address, everything. I mean, reach out to me and let me know what it is that you need and how I can help you achieve your dream of becoming an author. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer, now would be the time to ask them in the comments. I'm just going to scroll through the comments here so far. I don't see a lot of them. I see Tina commented. She was thinking chapters right before I said that. Okay. Yeah, Tina and I are both editors, so it's not surprising to me that we both saw the same thing. Okay, so I don't see any other comments. I hope everyone was able to hear me okay, and please, I would encourage you, if you do have comments, please ask questions. I will obviously answer them, you know, as soon as I can, and I guess that about wraps it up. So Lorraine Reguly here from wordingwell.com, and I hope to do another one of these again, and maybe with a little bit more interaction from the audience. That would be kind of cool. So this was my first live in quite a while, and I'm glad I did it. I had a little bit of problems at the beginning with my camera getting everything to work properly, but that's just me and technology. We don't really like each other that much. Well, I like it just fine. It just doesn't always like me. So now you have the reasons for why becoming an author can help your business. And if you want to benefit from, you know, an untapped market on Amazon, I would suggest that you put together an ebook right away. I mean, you can write an ebook in like a week or two. Like, it doesn't take long to do that. And the benefits are, you know, for the little time that you spend investing your time into writing a book, the benefits are, you know, they far outweigh anything else. So I hope that you can see how beneficial it is to become an author, and I look forward to helping all of you become authors. Talk soon. Bye.